Hunters. There are none. There is no surprise active. There are no more dire rats. I'll just remove them from the initiative. Icon. Look out for that one. He's got a droopy face.
Open the door, damn you! And stay calm!
Okay, Icon will... Normally I have doors opened for me, he says. He opens the door. He pushes the door open. And you can see the woman is kind of climbing a ladder. Awkwardly with a polearm in her hand. She's trying to disappear into, like, the ceiling. Eldon. She's denied her dex while climbing a ladder. But she's got cover because only her bottom half is visible.
No, you don't! Shoot one up the hussar.
Okay, you don't. She doesn't have a cover anymore because you're like right beside her. She's denied her dex, so she doesn't get a. She doesn't get an attack of opportunity. So her AC is.
Ahmed,
I can't see what's going on right
16.
now. But if you need to, you can smite evil on her.
He'll hold on to his smite.
Okay, that's fine. I can't see what's going on.
Yeah.
It just looks like there's a chamber beyond. There's a ladder that goes through a hole in the ceiling.
It's a plus 15, so plus 15 to hit.
With the sling, with the
Yeah.
right?
Plus 15 to hit.
Plus 11 without the.
It's plus 12. Am I confused? Plus 11.
Plus 11 if you're moving.
Plus 11. Natural 20.
Oh, confirm.
Natural 20.
It's okay. The first crit's not even by me, but that's cool. I like it.
All right, so 50 on the
50 on the chart.
Chart.
Is standard critical in a minor condition for 1d20 or 1d6 rounds. So standard critical damage is likely going to break her back.
All right, so 3d6 plus 3 for strength plus.
No, it's
3.
5. It's plus 5.
Okay.
So 15.
3d6 plus 15. Wow.
Well, you shouldn't expose those parts.
Right. So this
26
glowing
damage.
bolt goes right in through her armor and makes a smoking hole where one of her kidneys was, and she goes taut and then falls down the ladder, kind of dead in an unceremonious pile. And there's the hole she was trying to.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit displaced. It's actually right above where she is. There's one more. There's one more enemy on the field.
Yep.
He can bowl for 20s. Wretched traitor.
I give up. I give up.
He throws his club down.
You win?
I don't know. What does One Horn do? It's kind of his call.
Said all those that betrayed us have betrayed their kind, their crusade, their call, their god, and deserve nothing more than death.
Yeah.
Cultists, Hadrian.
Hadrian. Half-Horn, you act in the name of the Inquisition. Do what must be done. He'll pick up some of his weapons with a groan.
Okay.
He's been just dumping shit like it's the Matrix over here. Fi is just looking in horror.
All the destruction around him.
Just, oh my god. He's gonna wipe up some blood on his hand. He's gonna smear it on his face.
Okay. Fi will later think of this day as his baptism.
mind is not that of the individual. It is more.
Whether he agrees with his own actions that day, or feels bad, or tries to make up for it, or just goes with it, is totally up to you. But this is Fry's baptism. Lan will nod at Hadrian like he gets it, and he's gonna stab at the last Mongerman traitor, and he downs him. The Mongerman traitor was trying to give up, but it kind of curls over the end of his spear, and he yanks it back towards him. And then all is quiet. What a wretched little hive. But the light, it shines brighter now. Look there. The darkness, it recedes. We have come.
I need to have a sit down.
Everyone, take a moment for Eryxes.
He's dead. His spine was severed. His head lopped to the side. Shouldn't have done that.
Hadrian interrupts the moment of silence with like a bang from his gun as he opens up Hosilla's head.
Yeah, start coup de grace.
You may want to leave this room if you have no stomach for it.
I'll watch.
Okay. Icon is not taking part in senseless slaughter. He goes over to have a look with Eldon. But Lan and Hadrian go about butchering any of those that are alive, spouting the odd sentence of holy canon.
We'll send Princess Nita away.
Okay. We'll, I guess, start stacking up the bodies. Incountable forms for XP and looting.
Vi is counting his sins.
Oh god, there's a lot of them.
Let the body hit the floor.
Yeah, this is this is a drowning pool song. That's what this was.
Apparently Lan, who is not lawful good, has no problem with this. He seems to defer to the Inquisitor.
That's a lot. And I'm pretty certain Fi hurt every single one. If not killed most. There wasn't a lot of non-X's out there by the end of the fight because of all the AoE in the same little murder room.
Right, they definitely did not know how to defend against your tactic. Fi knows, like, as bad as he feels, you'd likely all be dead.
Oh,
If he didn't...
He had to. There's no way. It's the first encounter
I'll be
with...
back in 3 seconds, guys. I'm just doing
the
a little chores.
You're at the edge of your range.
Sorry, I'm just garbage day tomorrow, so I'm just 2 more minutes.
Yep.
What was that, the first encounter with what?
With true... like... unreasonably evil? Like... demons are pure evil.
Right.
Right? They are evil. And there is no reasoning with evil because it's evil. these beings aren't evil. They choose to be evil in an unreasonable way.
Well, the whole combat took a minute and a half.
Yeah. And it was just like they just tried to kill everyone. And we tried to kill them back, I suppose. And had to help, had to participate, because there was way more of them than us.
It's not like they had a chance to kind of like close doors and, you know, bandy words and
No.
like beyond sticking their head in this room, it was just vicious.
It was it's bad, but and they were fighting with the clan of of obviously decent mongrelmen. They were obviously good people, or at like redeemable people he liked.
Yep.
Yeah. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 sentience with decision. That puts him in like a really effective category.
Looking at his own hands. While they're not covered in blood, they have blood on them.
Yeah.
Hadrian just gives you a look like he appreciated what you did.
How do you sleep?
I close my eyes. There is much too much here to carry, and this place seems to go on. There are rooms back here. At this point in time, you guys have...
Yeah.
your minute per levels are probably going down.
Yeah. I'm just kind of... Yeah.
Expeditious retreat is minutes.
Expeditious retreat, shield, fox's cunning, bless.
It's just the mage amas.
Mage armor and mutagen.
Although that resist cold is 19 rounds?
No, not 19 rounds. It's 19 times 10 minutes.
Oh, so that one's still around.
It's there for 3.5 hours.
Nice.
It's such an awesome spell to combine with Fi's AoE nonsense. I've never really blown people up that way before. Only jokes.
Welcome to the crusade, then. Says Hadrian. These are not the sorts of people that you would invite into your home, let alone want as neighbors, my dear friend Fi. Do not shed a tear for them, for they would not have shed a tear for you. Yet we will offer them something that they would not offer us. May their souls go to whatever gods they deemed fit, and may they be judged in the afterlife. And may they tell their fellow petitioners and the gods they kneel before that Icon cometh with the light of Palor at his back.
Knowledge planes?
Sure.
$29? Wouldn't they be going to the Abyss? Or their demon plane?
If they worship Baphomet and other demon lords, then yes, they'd be going to the Abyss.
All we did was make them stronger. We did not... This wasn't a victory. We lost. They got stronger. We sent them fresh souls. This makes our enemies stronger. We kill them, they're stronger. We don't kill them, they're stronger. They're stronger.
There was no other choice, says Hadrian. Land's listening to you guys. He's not interrupting in any way. Icon ponders for a moment. He doesn't have a quip to that.
We need to find a way. Deny souls? Convert. What about those who don't convert? And he's just sort of muttering to himself. Trying to run the logic through.
Icon will make a knowledge planes to see if he can if he can enlighten you in this philosophical debate. Planes +6.
Ooh,
24. Such things have been going on for so long. For as long as the sons have shone, there has been evil as there has been good. But yes, it is troubling that they do not go to the houses of gods for punishment, but they go to the abyss as nourishment.
The rift spills onto our world.
Which means that we should be on guard against those. We should take a close look at their faces.
I wonder how much they remember. I wonder how much they can tell them. Perhaps our Crusaders always slay enough foes to be known to the demons before they get there. All their tricks sussed out.
Perhaps we must go from this dark place before the gloom creeps into all of us. I do not like your line of thinking, Fi.
Fi is currently holding 3 of the sad sack tokens.
3 of the
He's got 3 silver tokens of our patron.
Yeah, I'm taking that one back.
Okay, Eldon, you heard while you were moving around and while you kind of like dragged the body of the woman over. You heard this this slight moaning sound from up the hole, and maybe some sort of like jostling of rock, and there is a familiar egg rotten stench that's kind of in the air. Just a whiff of it.
Alright, I close the door and I head back to the guys.
Okay,
I'm not sure where I am.
So yeah, you leave this area and close the door into the room of slaughter.
There's something else back there. There's something else in there. I have to deal with it.
This place could be a den. There could be others hiding.
There is. Up through where that one was trying to escape. I think she was trying to bring something out.
Do we have the strength to face this, or should we wait another day?
I've got more of my guts on the outside than in.
I still can attack evil quite efficiently today.
Okay, let's see who's got damage.
Fi has 2 damage, 1 strength damage, and when this mutagen wears off, it'll be 3 strength damage. Hadrian's got 32 damage. And Lan had damage. I don't see on the token anymore.
Yeah, he had like, I think 18.
I think it was 18.
Okay. Icon can channel.
Yeah, now that we're no longer... Now that everybody's dead.
He'll channel twice to see how it feels. For 6,664 for 22 damage.
Good job, Icon. You the man.
It's good job, man. Well, he's quite a... You can keep it down. I'm the one that yells.
I'm not yelling, I'm singing Pelor's praise.
Alright.
Is anyone else still injured?
Yeah, Hadrian's got a kind of a big, sort of a sucking sound from his chest from an arrow that he's trying to get the last bit out.
Right. I'm really going to have to learn more about the medicinal arts. He's just thinking out loud. I think the next feat he's going to take is
that awesome medic spell or medic one.
Signature skill heal,
Yeah.
and then start boosting his heal ranks. Now that he's down in the dirt with everyone else.
Well, no, we're in the mud. We're in the blood mud down here.
Yeah. He's seen some dirty places. He's like, oh, maybe I should learn how to like pop zits and shit. He will use a cure light wounds out of combat. Take average, which is 4 + 3, so 7.
Okay, so he'll with a day of rest he'll be good. Or with a with a sleepy.
Nonsense. Change that 7 to a 10. He'll use 2 charges from a wand instead of
A spell.
a spell. Yeah.
So, why don't we take a look? It might be innocent. It might have choice.
We should be cautious. A place like this could be trapped, says Lan.
Yes. A place like this could be trapped.
What are we doing with the others? He says. They're still back there. Should we move them up, or should we leave them?
We should probably...
the room stacked full of corpses.
Or do we, like, leave them with the dead Erexies?
Right, with a bunch of corpses.
With a bunch of corpses.
I can go back and fetch them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please do. We need to stick together. Erexies. Oh.
Lan will go back and he will basically lift up and carry Aravashniel. Widershins will follow behind by... Actually, no, sorry, the other way around. He lifts up the halfling.
Odin,
and Otis, and then Aravashniel will follow by holding onto his coattails, and then the complaining Bortha will move with.
We have to train to level here, don't we?
I think we're going to adopt every second level you train. So no, if you hit 4th level, we'll level up.
Cool.
The thing is, every odd level you need to train.
Okay, that's fine. As long as it's not this one.
Well, no, you're 3rd. You need to hit 4th. So
those Mongol
Lan
ones,
comes
like...
back and what a travesty, says Bortha.
Oh, they haven't come through the door yet.
Right. Wait here. Steel yourself before you go into that room. There is much carnage. Blood. Lan just comes back and says they're here. Kruger wanders over and sniffs at Otis.
Kruger. Go give Otis a hand. Let him use you again. So, boop.
Which
if
way
we didn't
do we
open
go?
up...
Who's saying? What?
Which way do we go? Says Icon.
Well, we saw them come out of here. So
yeah, this
most
door is
likely,
still open.
So let's close the remaining doors and then explore one by one together.
Does anybody know about traps and things?
I've been wandering the underrealms all of my life, says Lan.
Is he a rogue monk or something?
Yep.
Fi will,
Oh, nice.
Fi will detect magic on just stuff.
Okay, there are magical auras in this room. You angle it so you're not getting your companions. There are still magical auras coming off of like the big body, the pile of bodies and weapons and stuff. You guys have not really looted.
Yeah. There are
Okay.
trinkets in there.
Can't you make it visible?
Yeah, make it visible.
There we go. Separate them out. We'll see what they are after.
We can separate later. I don't feel like robbing the dead just yet.
I'm assuming Fi is standing now.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there is something that can aid us, perhaps a potion that can heal us or something, it is a good idea. Even Orphyrixes, fellow companion,
He has stuff
he'd
that
want us
we
to
will
continue
use.
on.
Okay.
Continue.
So this room, aside from the carnage, is a place where they did cooking. There are some rank bedrolls, 10 of them in total, and other straw hay piles and things probably from the surface. The glowing coals have died down from their cook fire. There are tanned hides that have been stretched on the walls, each with crude paintings with scenes of these deformed humanoids hunting giant vermin in caves. Apparently they liked hunting bugs.
They seemed like good. Look, the stories of their people. Look how they're at one with their environment.
Right. Of course. Whatever.
There's nothing particularly demonic about them hunting bugs,
it's-
aside from it being kind of gruesome. There's a distinct lack of any demonic symbols in the paintings.
How long were your people under the influence of the demon-worshipping cult?
This cult has grown in the last year or two. This used to be one of the ways that we traded with the surface. The trader's den was not always called as such.
Sure.
Do you know your way around here? Do you know what lies beyond these rooms? Structurally.
I believe the way is up.
He means this way. Like up here. like that way. Okay.
But I know that there are more dens than this.
Fi has an idea. What? He's gonna go and open this door. And he's gonna take a look at the ladder. Where the sound was coming from.
Okay.
You're going alone?
Well,
Wait.
you could-
Hold. I told you there's a creature up there.
The worked stone of these walls hold a number of shelves, each of which display the preserved bodies of dire rats, bats, vipers, cave lizards, and other creatures that pose in eerie stillness. There are some bedrolls along the sides of the walls here. And there's a ladder that leads up into a dirty hole. There's
Okay.
also a plank, and the plank is long enough to kind of make a 45-degree angle, kind of up to the hole.
so you could like ramp stuff up and down.
Yeah, and the plank's all full of rat droppings. It's just tipped off to the side.
Yeah, it's the rat plank. Fi's going to cast a detect thoughts, and then he's going to climb up the ladder enough so that till he detects a thought.
Okay. This must have been the rat nest. The little rat nests everywhere, rat shit, gnawed upon bones. Smells bad.
And
There's a clear path through the ick that leads down a corridor.
is there a thought within 60 feet of that path?
Yes, there is.
Hmm.
There. Oh, it's back. Okay.
I'll concentrate on it.
All right. What do you learn in the second round of concentrating?
I learned its int score.
5.
We've got a genius.
And then surface thoughts.
Oh, and then then it gets a will save versus surface thoughts.
17.
This is a divination spell. I have a +1 DC versus on divination spells, so no.
Okay.
Yeah.
What languages do you speak?
This is not language dependent. I can also read the thoughts of animals, so.
Okay. There's something strange about this creature's thoughts. Give me a linguistics check.
Okay.
There's something specific about this creature.
Alright. 12.
Its thoughts are random, droning with perfunctory ticks of swearing and itches to do horrible things. But the horrible things are so basic that it kind of boils down to clawing things open.
Sounds like a being of pure evil.
And
It made chaos.
It's in pain. And it can't wait to not be in pain anymore by doing the evil things.
Maybe it's a devil.
But its thoughts are like hard to. It is thinking in a language, and normally you understand like the thoughts in language, but you're only kind of getting like feelings from it.
It's weird.
It's like its thoughts are in a different language, and your spell, which normally translate this well, is not having a good time. You actually feel a little bit sick listening to this thing.
I will remove myself from the sickening thoughts by.
Okay.
I will stop concentrating. This is not the time to learn the intelligence of some of the people around me.
And then what do you have for light?
I've got a prestidigitate candle.
Oh, right. So yeah, you can just see in the rat den, but you sense
Yep.
the direction of the.
Yeah, I know what direction it is.
Yeah, you think it's on the edge of your spell, somewhere way over here.
Okay. I'll climb down the ladder.
Okay.
There's a demon, or maybe a devil, or some sort of chaos beast.
Weapons are out, spell components at the ready, wands.
It's in pain, but it wants to do terrible things, and it's not terribly bright.
Right.
It's strange.
It wants to smash and watch the red water come out and claw at things, and it was itchy and it was kind of in pain, and I didn't like that other thing that was nearby, but whatever.
Yeah. There might be a... It sounds like it's trapped in a circle or something. Seems
Okay.
about...
Are we doing this now?
Well,
I
if
thought
it's
we were going
if
to
it's trapped in a circle, then we don't need to do it now. But it feels
Okay.
it's thinking like it's trapped.
While you're up there was like a piece of wood that can be pulled over to like close the trapdoor. There's nothing to keep that from being like tossed
Opened.
off. maybe the rats might have a hard time, like moving the lid. Maybe it's just there to keep the smell out.
Yeah. You'd think that
The weird
when I got the
weird
garbage bin with 3 clamps on it, that would keep things.
The
like
weird
dogs out
taxidermy
it,
of
but,
things that are all kind of.
See, that's not bothering in any way, shape, or form. It's just it's this over here that's bothering. Yeah, no the.
It looks like some of the cultists, like the humans, actually camped in this area. You get the idea that they were camping. Like this isn't like bedrooms.
A permanent.
Yeah.
So that's where it is.
Let's rest. Tomorrow's another day.
I do not want anything to sneak up on us in the night, or when we're resting.
I would agree with that sentiment. I will recast the detect magic.
Okay. There is magic in which direction?
Is going to go in this room a 1 and then a 2 and then a 3.
Okay, so this is just like an actual fireplace that has been chiseled out of stone. It's got some of the carvings or the weird taxidermy things on top of it. Somebody's got a collection of like increasingly big spiders up to like the size of your palm.
See, that's cool. That's cool. See, these people, that's cool. Entomology, yeah.
Okay. No, there's no magic coming from any of the
and
taxidermy
then
thing.
this door?
That door. No, but it does look like it does look like they've gone. Let's see. They've wedged a piece of wood up against the knob of the door.
From this side.
From this side, yep. The door is like a wooden kind of dungeon door.
It looks like they'd wanted to keep whatever's on the other side of that door on the other side. Would you agree?
Yeah, Lan comes wandering over. There's no lock.
Hadrian. I think these do these guys get detect evil at will? What do they get? I thought they got detect. Inquisitors. Detect alignment. At will, they can detect alignment. Hadrian is going to go into the hole. He's going to detect evil down the hall.
Okay. Nothing directly. He concentrates on it for a little while. And then I think he gets a feint. Give me a second. Might be moderate. Oh, it's a moderate evil.
It is indeed evil. Detect chaos!
Okay, he quickly changes it, and it's a moderate chaos.
Detect law.
Nothing.
Detect good.
Nothing.
There is.
No, I can just detect evil, right?
Yeah. Demon. Or chaotic evil. Priest, possibly. Taint that which should be destroyed. In the name of the Crusade.
We'll do this now. Is that the idea?
We can.
All right, let's do this. Eldon starts going up. Is there just a hop, jump up and climb or something? Or
Yeah, it is a climb. It's like
ladder.
a 10-foot ladder. Hadrian ends up in the dirty rat chamber. Lan Halfhorn is coming up with him. Icon.
Okay.
We'll cast light on Lan.
All right. All right, Crusaders, go crusade.
The mage is out of spells.
The mage has one spell left, and he's going to use that to go to sleep this evening, and it's called Sleep, which he's going to cast on himself.
Weird. Okay, so there is a rock pile that looks like kind of like the barricade that they had used, but on the other side, from the bags and maybe sling stones and a couple of slings, it looks like the barricade is facing the door. Which is
snap!
Which is really odd.
How many slings can we get out of this? Actually, before I go there,
Almost
do your
let go.
thing. Yeah, can't do your thing. Look for those traps.
Okay, Lan is not a trap spotter rogue, so he's going to carefully creep down the hallway, looking for
I'll
traps.
help him with perception, if that helps.
Okay, so there's two of you kind of poking and prodding as you're moving down the hallway.
Yeah.
This door is a particularly heavy wooden door, iron reinforced. There is a keyhole, and it's barred from your side. And even still, they made a pile of rocks.
So are there slings here that I could use? Or not slings,
Sling bullets? Sure. Roll 4d4.
come on, man. Somebody with money up here. 6. Meh. Alright.
Okay, and you could roll
Sweet.
4d6.
13?
13 sling stones and 6 sling bullets.
Cools.
Like
Thank
there's
you.
a pot of collected stones that are of the right size, and then you find the bullets that you need.
And we said 6?
Yep.
13 and 6. Cool.
And I'll give you a 1 in 3 chance that there's a special material on one of the sling bullets. One of them's cold iron.
Do I know that for sure?
Yeah.
It
Oh.
looks weird.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
You're a martial class. You know about martial things.
Oh, you rolled. I thought. Okay, I didn't realize you rolled. 6 to 40.
Eldon's pouring ammunition onto himself, weighing down his bags. Hadrian, looking over, Lan is poking over and he's looking at it. We could take the bar off, although I hear something shuffling behind the door. Something just thudded against the door when Lan was talking right next to it.
Oh, wait. Wait for everyone to be here. Alright. You should prepare to leave. Move as soon as you're out of the way. Eldon's getting up his staff. He's got a bullet in it, and he's readying to attack, and he's also readying to smite whatever's at the door.
It just said that it wants to fart in my mouth.
Who said this?
The thing on the other side of the door, says Lan.
It speaks your language.
That's not the most vile thing. I mean, it's weird. Don't look at me like that. I'm just acknowledging that it's weird.
Icon takes a step away from you. It is
Just-
disgusting.
Yes, but I suppose-
Lan takes out some tools, and he looks almost like guilty when he takes out the tools. He's glancing at the paladin.
the
Inquisitor.
paladin, the inquisitor, some angel dude.
Yeah, 3 levels of of judges.
Do you want him to open the door, or not?
If there's a key, it's likely there's a key on one of the bodies down there, or even the one that that came up here.
The lock is not very sophisticated. I should be able to get it in time.
All right.
Okay, as he's turning and talking to you, you notice that underneath the door and through the keyhole and through the cracks of the door, there's this green, vile gas that is starting to leak in.
Back up. Back away. Back away.
Knowledge planes.
Yeah, Lan backs away, and you can see like this vile green stuff kind of just rolling over the...
Well, I guess spellcraft.
And the sound of something like violently shitting on the other side of the door.
Empty it out, boys! Empty it out!
Lan backs away. Go ahead and give me a knowledge planes.
Yep.
Eldon, you can give me one as well since you fought one of these things before.
31.
You think that you may have made contact with a Dretch. Dretches are the bloated, shuddering, halfling-sized, like fat halfling-sized things. They are the lowest of demons in the abyss, yet they're still dangerous as they have a driving need to spread ruin and dismay. They're hideously foul, and luckily for them, they lack the strength and power to really realize any sort of, like, great demonic dream. At the same time, however, they do have debilitating powers, like Stinking Cloud. And they can occasionally burp up another Dretch, which makes their numbers, like, deceptive.
So, that's why a necklace of adaptation, or whatever, what's that, the necklace of...
Yeah, the one that...
The one that prevents clouds and...
Yeah, now you're thinking, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be what the arcane focus is. That's... Yeah.
Yep, they're horrific. Like, you wouldn't want one running around your home. And then you know the standard demonic traits. This one is lesser, so it's cold iron or good to get by its DR. And it is definitely part of 31. It is part of a subrace of demons called Tanari. Eldon...
I didn't roll. I don't know what you want me to
smelt
roll.
the smell before because you fought one, right? You fought one of these things.
Yeah, the thing that made me sick.
But the ones that you fought were summoned by the worm.
By the other by the worm. Yeah.
Len has moved back. He's like, what a foul thing.
I fought one of these before. It's a demon.
And you can see, while the spell is not getting through the door, it's on the other side of the door. You will be subjecting yourself to that if you're going to remove the bar or try to unlock it. It's just like
wait, it'll go away.
Stench rolling up onto it.
Give it a minute.
Do I know how often it can do that?
Once per day.
Okay. Typically, they can only do it once. Stretch. Although it might have a friend in there, they can sometimes expel another from their digestive tract.
Why don't you use your thought? Use your thought trick again. See if you can find more than one.
It's arguing now with something. As there seems to be an argument.
There might be two.
Oh, there's
If
most
we wait, they
definitely
could-
two, says Lan. One of them has said that it was saying, hello, let me in. And now it's trying to convince his friend that there's nothing there. And that he shouldn't be allowed in because he wants the first person to gut. The other one doesn't believe him, and now I think they're... one's trying to stuff his fist down the other one's throat?
I've had a very long day. Could we...
Let's let them.
I don't need
finish
to
their
know what they're
observation.
saying, actually.
You can actually hear a third one going...
Oh crap!
They're
Another one's
multiplying.
saying that it's lost in the maze and it needs help out if it wants to gut something. No, if it wants to... Oh, wretched things, is what he says. They're confused. And I don't think they're very smart, is what Lan.
Hadrian is going to redetect evil.
Okay.
From this range, how many evil auras are there?
Alright,
Yeah.
so there's one caught in the maze. And there's another one standing there making fun of the one who's caught in the maze, saying he found his way out. And the one that is still caught in the maze is still saying that it's still stuck in the maze. Not smart enough to realize that if it just goes and follows the other one, it'll be out of the maze. Hadrian is saying there are 4.
There are 4 of them. There are 4 of them. Prepare yourselves.
You can hear the sound of puking and laughing.
He's reloading his firearm and he's placing weapons in the right spots.
Yeah,
You almost got my whole arm this time. Like, Lan is telling you kind of blow by blow what they're actually saying in Abyssal. Apparently he speaks Abyssal.
La 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 la.
What if I put my arm in your other mouth? No, that hurts.
Da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da. Hey, Lan, stop talking. Use the magic spear. He, like,
You hand him the
sort of,
magic
like,
spear?
just slides the
Yeah.
magic spear across the floor.
Okay, he hands the other one to you. Butt end first.
Okay, we can put it. I have a. Is it a non-masterwork long spear?
No, it's a masterwork one.
Okay.
You can do the swap. Yep. Are we fighting them? Of course we are. We are Crusaders.
Da 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 da.
I'm not sure if your channels will do anything against them.
Mine will, says Adrian.
Nods. Okay. Slingstone. Still bullets, sorry.
Okay, yeah, the stench has stopped. It only lasted for like a few moments. Lambs wandered back over. He leaves the bar there, and then he starts fiddling with the lock.
I is going to use that token and turn himself into a gnome female. Small.
Shrinks down. Ooh, says Nina, as who glides over your flesh, exploring every nook and cranny. Icon kind of looks back at you, not at not to like chastise you, but he's kind of curious as to what you're doing.
Small things are harder to hit. I don't like being hit.
He just gives you a knowing nod, and there was something suggestive about it. Eldon, you're taking cover behind the rocks.
Yeah.
And where is Hadrian standing? I think Hadrian has alignment channel.
Hey, does Hadrian have alignment channel?
I think he does.
Let's see what he's got. So many powers. That's no wonder. She's got a tattoo familiar. What? No, that's not right. He's got the Black Powder Inquisition, Cold Iron Warden.
Abyssal
Gunsmith.
Scourge. A cold iron warden gains alignment channel as a bonus feat. It must choose either chaotic or evil outsiders. I don't know what he chose.
I assume he chose evil.
Yeah, he chose evil.
Okay. Number of times per day equal to 3 plus her charisma modifier.
He said a +1.
Alright.
So he does 1d6 though. That's probably why he doesn't use it very often.
Yeah. It'll eventually be good though.
Yeah, and Icon doesn't have that feat yet.
Yeah. I think it's kind of just beat the piss out of him. He does have a.
Hadrian might think that he could soften them up though.
He could. He does have a cold iron weapon.
Do we have that spear?
Which spear?
The magic spear should not go to
He has it.
Lan.
Yeah, he's got it in his hand.
He's got it.
Okay, Lan is currently fiddling with the lock. It's DC 20. It's like it's not a very terrible, a terribly sophisticated lock. He's got a
Okay.
plus 11.
Hadrian has a. He's going to come forward as well.
Clink. He puts his tools away. With that noise, however, the creatures are now pounding on the door. You get the sense that there are two of them that are kind of scratching at the door. They're asking about rats.
Fi's going to cast a True Strike.
Oh, getting ready for the round that you guys are going to go
Yeah.
in? Okay, so Icon this round will bless the group because he's an Oracle sorcerer. He's got a few tricks and he beats those like a dead horse. All right, so Lan will basically throw off the bar and take a 5-foot step back here. And I think that's initiative because they're pushing on the door.
Okay. Oh.
Let me nuke the initiative. I've got a temp initiative beside Hadrian. What is that from?
Oh fuck!
I don't know.
Oh, underground. I think sewers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is.
I get a +1 temporary initiative for being little. And I rolled Dicky Boots. Dicky Boots.
Dretches. Okay, the dretches. Ahmed, you can roll. Oh, they roll 1.
Haha. The dickiest of all the boots.
Eldon, what'd you get?
Eldon got a 4.
And then go ahead and roll for Lan.
Okay, what's his bonus? Actually, never mind. Does not matter. 9.
9. They go last. Okay, they seem to be too stupid to open the door. Icon will fear. No, he burned that scroll. He doesn't have to mage armor anyone. All right, he'll just take out a scroll of cure, hit wand of cure light wounds and step forward. Hadrian?
Hadrian is going to use a swift action to start up his Inquisition of Stabby, and is going to
His judgment scene.
yeah, the judgment. And he will ready an action to stab a dretch in the throat that's trying to cast a fart cloud.
Okay, Lan is going to ready an action to attack the thing that comes through, I think.
Yep.
Eldon.
Ahmed.
Yep. Sorry, someone might have passed out right there for a second.
You know, you realize that I've met people that know our game because it's the game where people fall asleep to it, and that is not necessarily a good reputation to have, Ahmed.
It's also the game where a guy has 2 cats. Oh, come on! All right,
Come on,
so
it's only 1 a.m.
Eldon.
Let's go.
Yeah, Eldon. The door's still closed. I'm readying an action to, not delaying, just readying an action to attack.
Okay, that means you're not aiming.
You could aim. Oh no,
Aim.
You need a move action to do that.
I think you need a target. I think you need a target to do that. Well, you could move and then ready, right? I think you just need a target for the aiming thing. Let's read this stupid aiming thing again. What's your aiming thing called?
Bullseye.
Bullseye. I have a link for it too. All right, bullseye.
Move action to steady your shot. he can start swinging it as a move, and then ready as a standard.
That's so retarded, but fine. He's just like in that direction. Okay. Fi, what are you doing?
Fi is
Fi
readying
Nina.
a frosty bomb to the guy who opens the door with True Strike on it.
Right. Okay. The dretches. Let's see. Int checks to open the door. I'm kidding.
That's legit. I wouldn't. I would be like.
All right.
Oh. You! Whack-a-mole.
You stinky bitches.
And I get to attack.
But yeah, all the ready actions go off in order of initiative.
So Len.
No, it's Hadrian first.
Hadrian. Well, Hadrian's ready to stab somebody who's trying to cast. If they try to fart cloud us.
Okay,
He wants
so
to
his
try to
ready
stab
action
them.
doesn't go off. Lan is going
Yep.
to attack. So go ahead.
It's 20 plus 8? Is that it? Or
It's like-
7?
it's like he rolled a -3 on his initiative. This initiative's going to get really weird.
Is it a d20 plus 7 or 8? I can't remember what it is.
He's blessed this time. He wasn't blessed
So-
before.
So 8. 24. 1d8 plus...
Yeah, you
4?
you strike the thing in its disgorged belly.
And he does a d8 plus 4?
5.
The inside of
5.
the door is slick with green.
He does a D8 plus 7, I think. What's his
D8
strength?
plus 7 with the
Yeah.
with the long spear in two hands.
Let's do this, buddy. 15, because he doesn't give a shit.
All right, that pushes past the damage reduction and actually stabs it in his belly. The belly doesn't erupt with anything because it looks like this is the one that painted the back of the door with this green sludge.
These things are horrible.
All right, so that's Lan. The thing's looking down at his belly, kind of half in amazement, half in pain.
Alright.
Eldon?
Eldon. 22.
Yeah, you strike the creature in its face. What kind of
Okay.
bolt are you using?
So, regular bullet.
Okay.
No damage.
1 damage?
6 becomes 1.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
damage.
1 damage.
It now looks at you and smiles like that was funny.
Yeah? Wait till I smite you, bitch.
And then 5's ready to action goes off.
Oh, 17 plus 27.
Shooting a bomb over Icon's head. He kind of like ducks, but after he sees the bomb, so it's kind of... Are you attacking the creature or the...
Oh, this is hitting the creature right in the face.
Okay.
Um,
Looks like there's some cover between you and it.
I had True Strike going, so it's just...
It looks like there's some cover between you and it. AC 15 touch.
I rolled a 17. I added 20 lots.
You landed exactly where you wanted to, which was right in his mouth.
So 12 damage to it, cold.
Okay.
I know, not a great roll.
It takes 2 damage from the cold.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So the other guys don't have to make reflex saves because they just absorb. But it makes a fortitude save versus being staggered.
That it does. 19.
I
It
fully
fails, isn't
fully
it?
buffed. That fails. I'm no longer fully buffed.
Balls.
No, it's not all balls yet. It's DC 20 right now.
Okay. It actually stops
So-
there and is going. It takes for a moment, but then it wrenches its jaws open, like you had froze its teeth together, and now it's chewing on your vial and the thing like it's candy. With this stupid look on his
yes.
face, and there's blood coming down. There's a spear in
Holy
its gut.
water on these ones, I remember. Holy water.
And it's
Yeah,
like
the burst damage can't hurt Hadrian. He's got too much resist cold, and can't hurt them. They have too much resist cold as well.
okay. Let me reorder the initiatives because they get to act. This dretch that's eating the thing is now staggered, so that's all it's doing.
No.
This one's going to move in, incurring an AOO from Lan as it...
Stab him.
Yep. It's looking around. It's a little more curious, a little bit quicker. No, he misses. Pulling the thing out. What actually caught it was the dretch held the spear where it was. Like it was fun looking at the spear sticking into something fleshy, and it held the spear in. And Lan was trying to pull it out as this dretch comes in.
Dummies.
This thing is going to attempt a concentration check, I guess.
Okay, if Hadrian is
Actually,
stabbing
no,
him.
you know what? It's just going to cast its spell.
Okay, so Hadrian gets the AOO and then attacks as part of a readied.
Yes. Or the ready to attack and then the AOO, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ready to attack.
It starts puking on the ground and it's actually casting in the puke.
It's so gross. +4, +3, +1, +1. AC 18.
Yeah, you hit it right what you needed. Whack!
I was an idiot. I should have been one-handing this thing, or two-handing this thing instead of holding the two weapons because I have quick draw, but that's fine. Doing 8 damage through damage reduction.
It's a cold iron weapon.
Yep.
Okay. So now I need to make a concentration check. DC 10 plus damage, half damage dealt plus...
No, this is damage, not continuous damage. So
Oh, right,
10 plus damage dealt
plus the spell level. 21 is the... Okay. I have a +2 to the roll.
You're charismatic.
No, I'm not. I don't even know how I'm casting this spell.
It's one of those. It's one of those.
Right. It fails. You basically you shut it up by sticking your weapon in its mouth before it can barf up the spell.
I think I still get the AOO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm taking AOO. I mean, maybe I should keep the AOO for the other one, but AC 24.
What weapon is this? What weapon are you attacking with?
This is the cold iron longsword.
Oh, okay, so you stab it through its jaw, kind of shutting its mouth up, and then you retch it out and then slash down on its face with the longsword.
Doing another 9 damage through damage.
Its face is kind of like cut open, and it's you can't help but look like it's smiling at you, but it's probably just grimacing in pain.
Okay.
So it moved an attempt to cast, and then we've got 2 others. So this one is doing is scratching itself. Strangely enough, they don't have sex organs anymore, but it's scratching kind of like just the loose skin where it is. Trying making a rude gesture, and with his rude gesture, there's a 35% chance another one appears.
Oh crap!
They're multiplying.
Spell-like ability summon feels like it's a standard action. Nope, nothing happens. Oof. Just sort of a weird fart. It looks disappointed. And then this one finally makes its in check. And
no, he's staggered. Oh no, there's okay. Yeah, 4th one. Yeah.
And makes its way out of the maze.
Was the maze literally just a? Is that all the maze? Is there more maze there? Can you unfog the rest of the maze for me?
I'll unfog the part that it was in. It got caught up in that little nook there. It got really confused.
Oh shit! I can't get out of this thing. I'm gonna go for a piss. I'll be right back.
And it comes wandering over and hits the wall. And they're having a little bit of a discussion. These scholars of the abyss. All right, I think I've arranged everyone's initiative. Give me a second. +8 is like you rolled a
I
7.
think Hadrian goes first.
Icon is the first to go.
Ooh. Icon. Bosses los.
I don't think he's got anything to worry about. It appears everything is in order. He's going to delay.
Yeah.
Hadrian, you're the quickest.
It's just gonna go to town now.
Right.
It is time for go to town mode.
Correct, sir.
So longsword, AC 10.
No.
Short sword. This is a very short trip to town. Next time we need to put fuel in the car. AC 14. Time to put gas in the car.
No, he's just... It's not acting the way that normally creatures would to try to preserve themselves. It's like dodging towards you.
It's trying to give you a hug.
Very little regard for its own safety. Eldon? These wretched beasts are stinky.
Doesn't Lan go first?
Nope.
Oh, there's a tie. Eldon's got a higher bonus.
Oh, I go
No,
first,
it's Eldon.
sorry.
Yep.
Alright, let's beam this guy.
Okay, you've got precise strike.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, there's a tie between Eldon and 5. Doesn't matter.
Precise shot. Yay. Alright, and the dommage for this thing is +15. For the attack, I mean. 31.
Bang! Hitting it in the face.
1d6 plus
The
5.
face that was just chewing on the longsword.
3 damage.
After DR.
After DR, yeah. So 22s on this guy.
It's in that weird state. And this one was staggered for 1 round, right? Until Fi's turn, which is now.
Yep. 5's gonna move up and chuck a holy water flask right there on the floor.
Okay. On the floor, through a bunch of cover, so the floor's AC is 9.
I think roll a 19.
Holy water flask splashes everywhere.
8 to them. Done.
Oh yes, and they do take this.
Oh yes. See, if I's effective fighting this way, it's just expensive fighting this way.
Yeah.
Okay. 8 is 21. Oh, so close. And 8 is... They're yelling out things that I can't quite describe to you yet because you haven't learned Abyssal. Can't wait.
Also, remember that we're streaming.
Yes. They are Uki. All right. Eldon, then it was Fi throwing holy water and splashing it all over the lesser demons. Or demons. Then it's Lan.
He's going to attack the dude in the doorway.
Okay.
Spear! 23, Bob.
The one that you gutted with a spear that got hit by the frosty bomb that was chewing on the bomb is still chewing on the cold bomb.
And it was said it's something +8. D7 D plus 7.
It's D8 plus 7.
Yep.
9.
4 damage.
9 becomes 4,
damage.
which incapacitates it. Lifting the spear up into its throat. He pushes really hard and the thing falls down.
I don't.
That's it! Don't panic!
I'm
Got this!
I'm about to panic.
You crazy eyes! Use your bombs!
Let me just see if they can... I think it's only once per day they can do it.
Crazy ass. You drink too much. Stop drinking that.
Once per day, you can attempt it, or once per day until it arrives. I think it's only attempt. Okay.
The summon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the vomiting thing. I think it's once per day. They can play it with
Yeah,
the chance of it working.
yeah, there's a chance of it working, but it lasts for an hour, which is pretty cool. All right, so this dretch is going to 5-foot step forward. You know what? They can cast at range. He's just going to cast the stinky cloud.
I know. We're in fart cloud formation.
Yep. This horrible, rotten cloud.
Damn.
It's laughing at you. You need to make fortitude saves, DC 13.
Is this a poison effect?
It is a poison effect, I believe. I will double check. Yep.
Said fort save?
Yeah, DC 13.
I can't fail.
On the one you could fail.
No, don't say that. You mother.
So you don't tell Modron what you can or cannot do, because he will make your life miserable.
Exactly.
All right, so
Fantastic.
Icon failed. He is nauseated. Hadrian, what did he roll?
Hadrian makes it.
Eldon?
I makes it. Eldon's puking. Shitting himself.
Yeah, Eldon is just. Damn it!
I think nauseated. We realize is
You can't talk.
You don't take any actions. So. Not
horrible.
I think it's in his mouth.
Fi, you made it.
Yeah.
How about Lan?
What's his bonus?
He's a monk.
Still doesn't help. +5.
His fort save is shit. Oh my god.
20. Tramp.
Yeah, his con's 13.
fine.
He needs to round it out.
His fort save. Oh my lord.
He's fine. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay, so that
like-
one, and then he's going to move forward. I think there is some, how should we
It acts
say,
as a
pea
fog.
soupiness to the fog. So I think this one then just moves in and moves right up to Lan. And then this one moves in and it tries to claw at, 1 is Lan, 2 is Hadrian. Lan.
Yeah, there's no AOs.
Nope.
Ballsies. Miss.
I absolutely hate those spells that make reference to other spells. I get what they're doing.
For a fog cloud.
Yeah, exactly, yep.
20% mischance at that distance.
Yep, but he missed anyways with a 13. They just go diving long into the cloud like they love the stench. That was the Dretches. Icon. Half puking in his mouth is going to retreat from the cloud. He's actually going to land on all fours as his lunch is exiting him. And I think it's a D4 rounds.
D4 plus 1?
After leaving the cloud. D4 plus 1. Debilitating spell. 2 rounds. See, if that got all of you...
Yeah. And it would be like, just run away from the thing. They far cloud the
Basically,
whole space.
just get out of
And everybody's
there.
just like...
Right, and they just kind of attack you, and yeah...
and it becomes the Benny Hill show while they come up
a
trying to
very
claw you.
shitty episode of Benny Hill. Hadrian. Hadrian's coughing lightly. I believe anyone in the cloud at the beginning of the Dretch's turn has to save again.
He is going to attempt to kill the Dretch. Which one is there a flank with? Go like this. Kill this one.
Okay,
I'll make it easy on myself.
sure.
AC 25
Plunges deeper into the cloud.
and AC 14.
Only one hit with a 20% mischance.
It hits. 1d8 plus 6. 14 damage of the cold iron variety.
Oh, you get through its damage reduction, plunging your longsword into its back, and it kind of half falls over the rock pile and kind of snots all over Eldon's feet.
Sweet. That's how I like my combat.
Eldon.
Alden's gonna try to figure out. I can't double move, right?
Nope,
Nope.
just one.
So you're not out of the
Good. Nope. Can't even do that.
Nope. And you can't do that anyway because there's a thing in the way. Alden's
Alright.
looking frantically around, cupping his mouth.
He pukes all over Icon's back. Oh, the shitty fight. The pukey fight.
Fight.
There's one still standing.
I know. I need to draw on the move. You know what? I think the warriors can handle this. They
Yes,
seem to.
man.
They
There's
seem
one
to-
dude left.
They seem pretty well equipped. I'll go check on. Oh yeah, and I need the double move to get out of the stinky cloud. So I'm just gonna.
Push me out of the way! Kick me! Bull rush me! Quick! Steps on the head of the halfling. Excuse me, pile of
No,
puking
just
garbage.
squeaks by. Just squeaks by. He's in female gnome form.
He's a little
just like,
little gnome size.
Ooh, that guy's in bad shape. Like, freak you!
Land.
Land's gonna stab this thing.
Okay.
5 foot step back and stab, or step
Yeah,
from the melees.
he'll. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. He's got to go there. Otherwise, he'll. The attack
D20
bearer.
plus 8. You dyke.
Missing.
Missing.
Dyke.
Might as well just get the fuck out of there.
You 5 foot stepped.
Oh yeah, that's good.
All right. So everyone still in the cloud needs to make a DC 13 fort save, including Eldon, because it could. Well, actually, no, he doesn't.
He hasn't left the
I'm
cloud
gonna
yet.
do it
He's already
anyways.
failed, so he's still.
I'm gonna do it anyways.
All right. So Hadrian,
I would have made it.
Hadrian does not care for this
and then
stinkiness.
Lan.
He has a plus 8.
No.
He's got +5.
Oh, fucking useless. He's a champ.
Okay.
The guy
Dretch
doesn't
will-
give a shit.
We'll full round attack Hadrian.
Okay. Hadrian's AC is Lasac.
3 times 1d20 plus 4. Claw bite. 17, 7, and 21.
1 hit.
2 damage. Slashed onto his leg. Ah! Vile thing!
You are vile.
Yeah, and then he closes his mouth because talking right now is not a good thing. Icon spends the round nauseated. Hadrian.
Hadrian is gonna wail on this thing. God, why won't you die? Because I can't hit AC 25.
Okay, that hits.
1d6 plus 2 because it's the offhand attack. 7 damage getting through damage reduction.
Oh, it's also cold iron?
Yeah, we got our. Yes, the demon hunting guy has 2 of the.
It kind of yells at you and like protesting how much it hurt. Eldon? He's puking down the pit. He was like holding his puking and
Yeah, it's like a hold my hair back.
That's horrible.
roll a d4 plus 1.
3 rounds.
Alright.
How many pounds of poop you lost?
5.
Do you need help in there?
Oh, the taste is still in your mouth, Vi. It's in your nose.
That is truly horrific.
Lan.
Let's do this again.
Yep. Lan trying to hold his breath.
18.
Yeah, you hit it and kind of more rake the spear tip across its foul flesh.
Yeah, good damage. 8 damage.
Becomes 8, which drops it.
Okay, and then
it's like a full.
fuck out of there.
Then it's a full round later where the cloud actually goes away, and
I give in your silence. I take that as a yes. You've defeated the demons, and that you're all dead.
eventually Icon and then Eldon snap out of their.
Whew. Well, that was particularly gross. Wouldn't you say?
These foul things are not disappearing.
Not as
They're
bad
sort
as
of-
what you did.
They're sort of melting. Like
It's not as bad as
touches
what you
one,
did
it
to
kinda
those
makes a
things
farting
downstairs.
a farting sound.
I think they're still alive. It also means that they're not summoned. They're actually here.
Slash. He's gonna start killing the
Yeah,
demons.
Eldon's walking over and starting to.
This should actually help.
What do you mean? Something so foul can't clearly help.
No, slaying them.
Yeah, Lan's gonna take his.
I believe these souls are taken out of play. If we were to think of this like chess in a somewhat horrific fashion.
Perhaps we should keep track.
Castles.
That's 22 sent to the abyss and 4 denied.
Fi starts keeping track.
Okay.
We're going to call this the soul tally.
Oh, so grim.
Tally. And I'm going to make a table.
Lan goes over and kind of... Oops, sorry, as I destroy all of your ears. He hits the wall a couple times. This masonry wasn't here before. It's not very well done. He looks around a little bit.
Pretty
Foul.
sure they wouldn't have traps here then.
These foul creatures are all over the place. Look at their stench. Their filth.
Hmm.
Were they running some sort of experiment?
Hmm.
Detect magic on the thing?
Okay. There's no magic. It just looks like they've built some oddly hastily constructed masonry walls.
Does it look like it was done via like a wall of stone spell, or was it like made?
No, it was actually made.
Who wants to find out what's in the creepy paths?
Let's do this. Let the guy who's immune to disease do that.
Lan is also looking for traps.
I'm fairly certain there are no traps here.
The demons would have been immune to poison. There might be poisonous traps in there.
Lan, good point. Oh, Just foul shit everywhere.
Crusader, you wouldn't happen to have druids, would you?
Druids?
Amongst your number? They get the
Easy.
ability to overcome poisons.
Druids are easily corruptible. That's what he says. Almost like it was like a memorized line out of...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Land looks... There's something here.
Help me, I'm lost! I'm panicking!
You
What have you
fun
found?
of the Int 5 creature.
Yeah. What have you found, Horny One? Like, I didn't mean that.
Okay. You can see there's a downward pointed 5-pointed star with a big circle around it, painted in blood, and a bunch of smashed skulls. 4 in number.
Knowledge religion.
Yep.
$37.
Wow. Okay. So it is a common symbol that human worshippers of Baphomet use. And spellcraft?
This might be less impressive.
Yeah.
28.
There you
It
go.
looks like they called the demons here.
Okay.
And it looks like the 4 smashed skulls with something inside them was the offering.
The offerings.
The skulls are all twisted.
Inquisitor.
Yeah, Hadrian comes forward.
They called demons here using this fell circle and symbol of the of Baphomet.
I shall have to
Eldon's
make note of
detecting.
it. And make note that I should carry paint. That's what he says. Or perhaps we could wash the walls.
I'll prestidigitate. I'll use my prestidigitate
Okay.
to kind of.
Yeah, you break part of the circle. Not that it's magical anymore. It just seems to be the foul remnants of them.
It is a deed that's long since been done.
Okay. Hadrian goes over and smashes on steps on the offerings,
I wonder
crunching the
whose
skulls.
I wonder whose skulls. I wonder whose blood.
Lan actually looks away and he's quietly making a prayer to the saint of lost causes.
Did the skulls look misshapen?
Yeah. Some of
Are
them
you
have
stompy
horns on them. Yeah, they look like mongrel folk skulls.
Hadrian, those should be returned to the chamber of the ancestors.
Kind of scrapes the bottom of his boot. He looks confused for a second. But they were used in a foul thing. He detects evil. Takes off his hat and starts collecting up the bits of the skulls that he was that he. Not a gray hair on his head.
You carry yourself like an older man.
He glances in your direction, but he doesn't say anything as he's picking up the... Lang continues to move forward. It continues. A few more foul, shitty dead ends, and then more natural cavern.
I know we're not in that campaign right now, but if Uker was here, Uker would walk through the maze by going through the maze.
Right.
Look, someone made a hallway for us.
I believe this leads to a sewer, which leads to a storm drain, and there's a way out.
Well, excellent. Is there any
Don't tell the noble.
Right. I wonder if it's light or dark out there. I certainly hope it is daytime. Do you know what time of day is my favorite time of day? He says.
All I see out there is darkness. This is not a day of light.
Hmm.
Bill?
We should
Close
continue
these
to.
gates.
We should continue to explore this place, gather our thoughts, and return the fellows to their resting place. There's a lot of carrion left behind.
We should build a pyre. The last thing I would want is some necromancer to happen upon this place and have a field day, says Hadrian. Fire underground. This is not a well. This is not a place where the breeze catches easy. The stench is thick here. Land's not...
We could poison ourselves doing something like that, if we're not careful. Are there insect swarms or something that dine on carrion nearby?
Yes. There are insects that will find the bodies if we leave them in the open caverns. Molds. Rats. Slimes. He's now listing, like...
Knowledge dungeoneering. Here's all the things.
Did he take knowledge engineering? If not, I'm going to move it around. Yeah, he's got a rank in it.
It is peculiar. We did not bad.
We vanquished
Shaw
these
was
evil
lucky.
cultists, we stopped the corruption, and to top off the cake of our goodness, we destroyed several demons. 4, in fact, he says.
I believe that makes our total 6.
Well done, all. Well done.
Shall we go down and explore these other chambers?
Yes.
Let's. We'll make sure to lock this one.
Okay, he is able to relock the lock using his special tools.
How do cults gain access to materials?
This seems to be a sore spot with Hadrian.
I mean, spell components, weapons, armor. They were outfitted like soldiers. They looked like people of the Crusade. They are financed by the same people who finance you.
Something is off by this.
It is a disturbing thought, I agree. Hadrian finally says after he gets over his own embarrassment. He agrees with you.
Must be a mistake. They must have found them.
No. This is overt. It's in your face. It's... They planned it, says Hadrian.
Trading a dragon overlord for a demon overlord is a losing game for all. It for everyone.
Those fools.
Any sane person would not do that.
The attack, remember, was on the barrier. The barrier weakened from the last great demon attack.
I need a library.
Hadrian doesn't meet eye to eye with you. The building that you saw the dragon plowing into was the Cathedral of St. of Clydewell. The Cathedral of St. Clydewell is where the library was, as well as your ward. He's not certain what happened to that building. You're all not certain.
Sense motive. What do you mean there's no library?
Stay calm.
Oh. 21.
Is Adrian bluff? Or is he just moody?
I think it's just moody.
Plus 5.
He's got a not bad bluff.
Yeah, he's uncertain at this point. He's just staying quiet until he's just staying quiet.
I need a library in any case.
Valderis is a grand city. They must have many libraries.
I
All
need
temples
one.
have libraries, do they not? Says Icon as he's walking back.
I need one with demon lore.
Lan looks at you like he wish he could help, and just sort of follows Icon towards the ladder. Avoiding all of your puke from that spell, you climb down the ladder into the room where all the taxidermy is. You can hear Bortha arguing with Eravashniel. The argument has long since devolved into just sort of like, nah, yeah, nah, like, you don't know what you're talking about, Elf. Your people have not sacrificed against the demonic hordes. Our people are ancient and across many worlds, Bortha. Not like this.
You children done.
Dun, 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 dun.
As you walk through the room full of corpses towards...
I open the door to the room full of corpses. There's a little female thigh gnome.
Okay. What is it? I'm not going to explain everything to you, says Bortha. You notice Bortha's slowly picking things off of Erexes. He's got a little pile. He's like slowly taking off stuff off of Erexes.
Yeah, he's not putting it in his own pile, is he?
No, he's just putting it into a pile.
Okay. I take my bullets and put them on the dock.
He
Okay.
fell before his blade could meet a foe.
Which suggests that inferior tactics were used, says Bortha.
I saw it. It was a lucky shot.
Fi just kicks the door behind him open and looks embarrassed.
Okay.
It couldn't have been done any better. It was optimal.
What are you talking about? Says Bortha.
Take a look.
He looks forward and then gawks at the room full of bodies. You for once have him sort of speechless. Lan comes in and... 5 of you did this? Icon's just chatting with Hadrian. It's kind of a one-sided conversation with Icon, though. You're not too sure how much of it
He shouldn't have
processes.
fallen.
Many beings of choice were pruned from the tree of possibilities this day.
I'll pretend to understand half of what you say.
I killed them.
You're quite proficient at it.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Well, your tricks saved the day. You injured multiples.
Do not mourn the cultists, says Adrian. There is obvious sign of summoning demons, which carries a sentence of death. Cavorting with demons and worship, willingly, death. And half a dozen other things that I likely forgot. Yes, we sent their spirits to the abyss. Let us hope that we do not face them again. And if we do, let us hope that they do not recognize our faces, although I know it will be impossible for mine. I got
Touche. Touche.
He's so full of himself. Okay, so Bertha shuts up for a while as he realizes that you guys are fucking serious. He goes back to picking things off of Eryxis, yep. He actually seems to have a good eye for valuable things.
Lan, can you check the room to the east?
He points to this door with a question mark on his face.
He points to the one where the people came out of.
Oh yeah. He glances in. This is. There's a door that's leaking filth over here in the corner. And there's a chute that leads down with another ladder. Looks like they spend time here waiting.
Evil detection around the room.
So, you do not detect evil, and Hadrian actually purposefully catches Lan in that as he's checking.
Yeah, that sounds very much like a Hadrian thing to do.
Yeah, that's what he did.
So there is no evil coming from the room, from Hadrian's Inquisition.
He checks through the.
Give me a perception check as you're approaching the door.
Alright. Wave of shit just comes. These should be good at this. 32.
Yeah, it smells like a refuse pit. And some of the refuse is actually dribbling underneath the door and actually kind of running down the chute.
I'll just take a step back.
Hello, TT4489.
What's up?
This place is horrible.
You can see remnants of past meals and some like old wooden crates that they're using as
which room
seats.
seems cleaner? Schmerper with the fireplace or Schmerper with the table?
This is definitely cleaner, aside from like a dribbling horrible bit of garbage filth that runs down here.
Let's move our wounded people.
There's also a strange glistening cleanness to this square, despite the fact that there is something running down here. There's a strange
knowledge dungeoneering.
Sure, there's a strange glistening slime.
24 from Hadrian.
You would guess some sort of ooze left this. Give me 24 is actually pretty good. Let me give you a little bit more information.
Rock melting ooze.
Poop ooze.
Something that has an organic acid, a mild organic acid, cleaned this section of the floor. You also notice that there are some. You thought that they were like. You know, in movies when everyone's up in arms and they grab a pitchfork, but it's not a metal pitchfork; it's like the wooden pitchfork with 3 prongs, and it's kind of wide for like baling hay.
Yeah.
There's 2 of these kind of in the room, and you notice that the tips of them are all like really shiny, almost like the wood is melted.
Cow prods. Or slime prods.
TT4489 says, maybe there's something good in the trash. Apparently he's played Dungeons & Dragons before. He or she. I cannot tell from the...
It sounds like there's
They have
ooze in the
played Dungeons
trash.
& Dragons before, yeah.
Do we want to just... try to channel Hadrian. Hadrian would choose whether or not to deal with this on his own. I just don't know whether or not the ooze is heretical.
There's no evil coming from the trash pit.
Chaos.
There's no chaos coming from the trash pit.
So here it's clean, right?
Detect weird. Like
Detect weird. Ding, 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 ding.
I'm not.
But this goes
What
down.
is all the fretting, my friends? The light of Icon is near.
There's an ooze in the trash.
I can't blink.
There usually is.
This place is covered in filth. It is wise servants should clean up after yourself.
After we have collected evidence from the fallen, we shall use the ooze. I get to work collecting up the shiz and taking holy symbols and crap and...
Okay, so are you going down the chute with the ladder, or...
No.
No?
We're going to clean up, and then we're going to use the ooze to go and dissolve bodies.
Oh, you're
Right.
gonna gather up just the things that you head off of these bodies, basically.
Lan and Hadrian.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take a look downstairs. Eldon wants to just poke his head downstairs and see what's going on.
Okay, there's a ladder, and I will reveal
Stealth.
a bit of the map.
Thing.
The filth from the garbage pit is dribbling. Like, this is the hole along the roof. It's just sort of displaced, so they could draw it. It's actually kind of collecting in this foul little pool. You can see a couple of barricades of piled rocks and a door that is actually ajar. You're sticking your head under. What light are you using? Just a light spell from Icon.
From whoever is giving me light, yeah.
Okay. There's
I
a
don't know
large
if- I don't think I can see that far.
there's a larger cavern that
This leads to another day. This leads to another path. There's more to this.
It
Yeah.
looks like that these guard posts were facing this way, like it was another line of defense.
Right.
Like you're the intruder right now, kind of thing.
Yeah, stealth.
Okay. You stealth down the ladder.
Yep.
You're gonna go looking for sling stones, I'm guessing.
Yep. I'm gonna do stealth.
You find 5 bullets and 2 stones, and none of them are special materials. Yeah, give me a stealth check.
Okay.
What's everyone else doing while Alden is going down? Hadrian seems annoyed that you didn't listen to him. Land's looking back.
Hadrian is going to go look for evidence of heresy.
All right, he climbs down the ladder. I suppose we are exploring, says Icon.
I'm still good. I'm haven't used anything up.
I suppose that's calling.
You almost died during that fight. What do you mean you haven't used anything up? Do you still have all your smites?
I only have one smite. I haven't used it. I'm good to go, man.
If you die with still your smite, your fellow players will likely make fun of you. Just letting you know.
Is this evil enough? That will become the call sign.
Right. Okay, so Eldon, you're
I'm giving you a
sneaking
stealth.
while
Yeah,
everyone
give me a
else
sec.
is going down.
Fi is going to suggest that these
35. No! Not Modron does that to me way too often.
Yeah, a wooden ladder 10 feet. It's like, I don't know, DC 5 climb check. Take 10. I think everyone in the party can make that. Yeah.
You don't have
30,
any heavy
35
armor.
stealth.
Tell you, you're stealthy. Except you're also on, like, lit up.
Yep.
Is there
You're
any light?
stealthy as a man hiding in a dark room with a flashlight.
Is there any light coming from here?
No. It looks like they were down here
fuck
in
it then.
dark.
All right. Let's put sling stone out. Go.
There's a natural
And,
cavern where
peek through the door.
The door is open. They left it open. They were running upstairs to deal with your intrusion. They didn't close doors behind them. There's a block of stone at the center of the chamber that acts like a table. There are various chairs and barrels and crates that are pushed up against the table to act as chairs. There are two doors, one to the north, one to the south.
Yeah.
It looks like a grim meal. Apparently the mongrel folk do eat a lot of insects. You can see some of the large insects that are there. Bowl full of grubs, half dead. There's a lot of equipment in the room. It does look like people were camped out here. Again, nothing too permanent.
Right.
The door to the north is closed. The door to the south is open.
Okay. I wave them in, like come on, it's clear. There's a fist, the Schwarzenegger fist. Move in, move out.
Hadrian follows. What foul den is this? Land skips along behind him.
It's like a dining hall.
Food. I'll make sure nothing from the northern door and from this door.
I'll climb up on the table, start looking at stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna take cover behind one of the doors and start, prepare for like ready in action against anyone coming through this door.
Okay.
The door down there to the south should be fine. Have a look.
There's a different smell coming from the area to the south. You can see a lot of common rats,
Yeah, I'm saying this
Mice.
south.
insects.
This is what I was looking at.
Eldon's creeping up to the southern part, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Eldon, there's a kitchen/abattoir down here. There are old bloodstains and crud along the floors. Barrels filled with scraps of fur. Some smaller barrels filled with fat.
Okay.
There are long stone slabs that are covered with all sorts of skinning tools, piles of freshly butchered meat. There's a half-butchered halfling on one of the slabs. There's a giant cockroach that is being pulled apart. There are other things like giant rats, fish, big vermin, and other cave creatures that look like they're in various stages of being butchered and bottled. It seems like these creatures made no distinction between sentient and non. And the cleanliness of this kitchen is probably an F.
Oh. Yeah, there's nothing alive down there. It's horrid. There might... Yeah,
Human
just don't go down there and check
constitutions
your
are rather
stomachs.
fragile. Take a peek. Oh my.
Not human. Not human, genius.
There was humans with them. Those women were not mongrels.
Foul. The lauder of foul things, and people given to depraved appetites, is what Hadrian says.
What happened upstairs was not only deserved, but required.
Land glances in, and then he looks deeply
Disturbed.
disturbed and maybe even embarrassed that his people would do such things. He just turns away, like he wants nothing of it.
Yeah.
There is painted on the front of this door that you're looking at to the north is the
Eldon's
five-pointed
waiting
star
for them
of-
to get ready.
Is the five-pointed star of Baphomet. It's painted in blood on that door.
The demon sigil. Detect the magic.
Sure.
I'm not
And-
touching the. I'm not touching this. I'm waiting for people to like stack
Okay,
up.
so Eldon,
like,
Eldon is standing right beside a magical glyph, kind of looking around at you like what? Give me a spell.
Away slowly. Slowly.
all right.
31.
That's a glyph of warding.
That is a booby trap. And you are a booby.
31. It's a spell glyph.
Can I activate it with my with my slings?
I'm not certain what it does. There's a spell inside. Perhaps Lan is skilled with this sort of thing.
I've never. While I see it, I've never. He thinks for a moment. I've never disarmed a magical trap.
Will it
Well-
react to anything living touching it, or just anything touching it?
Not 100% certain. Typically, it's those who have been selected at the start of the spell. You might be able to trick it by grabbing a holy symbol or by worshipping Bahamut. Do you wish to worship Bahamut?
Wrong god, says Hadrian.
Your humor is not appreciated.
Bahamut is but the golden dragon of paladins. Or the paladin dragon of golden. How does that go again, he says.
Sorry. Baphomet. Is it Baphomet? Is it?
Yeah.
Declare
What's it
full of
pronounced again?
demons. Who's dungeon master? It's a good question. When we were all doing voices and that sort of thing, it's hard to tell. So
Yeah.
I'm DMing actually TT for forward.
That's a really funny comment.
We have 3 players and no dungeon master. What the hell?
Right. It's just
They're doing really well.
you missed the huge fight where most of the dungeon got emptied at the front gate, and I almost killed them. And now they're wandering throughout the halls trying to figure out what's going on. There are a couple of NPCs, which is a good question. Icon is a cleric of light, also an oracle. Ahmed, who is playing Eldon Burrows, who's a halfling paladin of Arvarine, a crusader. There's an NPC they picked up when they went to a mongrel folk village. His name is Lan Halfhorned, and he's helping them out. John, who usually plays with us, he couldn't make it tonight. We have a table rule. Quorum is half, basically half, which is
I'm
2.
gonna.
He's an inquisitor of a lawful good god called Saint Petros. Adam is playing Phi. spelled with the Greek symbol or with PHI. He's an elven wizard of great intellect.
Much better.
And yeah, so right now they're role playing. No one's a half orc. Your favorite race? Cool.
Not
this campaign. Yeah, I think there was a cohort that was a half orc in a different campaign.
We had a centaur,
Symbol.
and then he took an arrow to the throat.
When they
Just died.
when they first entered this place, they kind of chose a really poor tactic,
Death
i.e.,
crit.
yell and charge the front door.
Somebody kept saying, "Don't be afraid" or whatever. Stay calm.
And
Don't
they're,
panic!
they're very
Calm yourselves!
metal as hell centaur warrior bit it from a bad critical from an arrow. So they're now looking around for evidence or magic or something. I'm not sure what they're trying to do.
We're trying to figure out if we go to sleep, if we're all going to wake up with slugs in our brains.
Got it. They are desperately looking forward
Basically.
to taking a rest, but they want to make sure there are no threats remaining in this place. So they found a door with a painted 5-pointed downward star of Baphomet. I think I even have a token for the Baphomet symbol.
See, I was close.
Yeah,
What did you say?
they're correcting that
Adam?
the Bahamut is like the paladin god.
The Bahamut is the holy paladin god.
Oh, yeah,
dragons.
yeah. Okay.
It's her versus.
Yeah, you can get those two
her.
confused.
And then let me look at Demonwatch to see if I can find the sigil. Yeah, there we go. The Mark of Baphomet. That's what the thing looks like.
Yeah. It's a Captain America shield.
Sure.
It's
If
upside
that
down,
makes
or
you
is it
feel
right
better.
side up?
So you're worshiping Bahamut or Baphomet now, calling him Bahamut?
That would be awesome.
So confused.
That's great. I
It's
like
like the
that.
confused paladin.
Okay, so it looks like Eldon backed away from the door with the painting on it.
I don't have the magic to try to get rid of that. We could try to trick it, or disarm it, or simply send a Crusader over to touch it.
Again, your humor's not appreciated.
Put something in a
wasn't
barrel and throw it at the door. The barrel will save you.
When I have a druid, I usually summon shit to deal with traps.
So you learned that the spell glyph can store a spell of 3rd level or lower in it.
Yep. It can't. It's not likely to kill you outright, the spell. It's going to be a moderately weak one. There's no permanent major curses, minor ones.
Lan approaches and he's looking. This door has a lock on it. I would have to get closer to see if it is indeed locked.
Damn it. Fine.
It is-
Back away.
There we go. Look at
All
the
right.
brave Crusader off on the crusade.
Are you sure? I can try to get rid of it. Like I said, it is the first
Bang!
time that you just go up and hit the door.
Yeah, punch it. Boom!
Okay. For a moment, nothing happens, and then the concentric circles of the star of Baphomet begins to turn. Some of them turning one way and another. There are the center part, kind of like a starfish, moves out, and it's not a starfish; it's a mouth, and tries to pucker you. Give me a saving throw as.
You're being your snake syndrome.
Um,
Spellcraft.
well, I think first it has to touch you.
Spellcraft.
Yeah, it has to touch you.
Uh,
34 touch AC. The magic lashes against
Yeah, that'll do it.
your face, and now I need. Huh. A will save.
27 on the spellcraft.
I'm going to tell Ahmed what kind of spell
Is this a
it is.
hex or a curse?
Yes. And the DC is 18.
Spellcraft check 27. Watching it go off.
Okay. You know that it is this bestow curse spell.
I told you. I warned him it
Outta
could be a
here.
minor course. Minor curse.
Out of here.
24. Okay, the thing kind of tries to lash a hold of you, and you manage to move back
Bat it
from
away
it.
with my stick.
Yeah, you bat
I
it
don't
away and
think
you
so,
fall down to the
evil
ground.
thing.
It just goes back into the star. Everything stops moving, and the magic goes away.
There we go.
You're not too
Oh
sure
yeah,
exactly
you did a
what the
great.
nature of
You
the
did a
curse
great
was,
job
but
there.
you set it off, and the paladin was
There.
able to resist.
Is it gone?
I don't know.
Appears to
Says,
detect
Lan.
magic again.
Yeah, the spell is quickly, and
It's
you
not-
catch a faint necromancy now that the spell has gone off, and the glyph has disappeared.
I can see the necromancy. Yeah.
Don't get used to me doing that.
Lan goes over and it's just wet now. He
I may have peed myself.
begins fiddling with the lock. Apparently, they didn't invest in very good locksmiths. As a few moments later, he's able to reveal a small room. I think we'll do the looting of this room and then call it a night here. But this room may or may not be important.
Out of my way! I'm the paladin of stuff!
Out of my way. There is a
Gold! No, I don't go in, I'm joking.
against the western wall. There's an enormous pile of animal furs and thick quilts that serve as a bed. There are some weapons and personal effects around the room. On the eastern half, there is a wooden desk that looks like somebody kind of jury rigged, kind of hacked together, to use the actual original term for hacking. Hacked together with pieces of wood from crates. There is a large trunk in the room. It's actually not drawn here, but I'll put it on the ground. Just say. On the desk,
Is it a mimic?
there's a bejeweled book cover that looks like it's like a mosaic of a bull or maybe a minotaur head. There is an open letter of written on parchment, but the words on it are really strangely written, almost like they're written up down as opposed to left right.
Does anything in the room radiate evil?
Yeah.
Let me count the ways.
See if anything in there is producing thoughts. Can you do that?
I have had a very trying and long day. This is not how it works. I am not a robot like the Inquisitor where things just come out. I can do one thing, I just do.
And you did kill many today.
No.
It was quite,
No, I cannot
quite
detect
impressive.
his thoughts right now.
Okay, so Lan looks at you and says, "What's a robot?" You actually said the word robot. You meant automaton. But again, you had this weird thought that came from you but somewhere else inside your brain that substituted the word with robot. I will allow the
Anachronism?
yes, but
Schizophrenia.
I said automaton. What are you looking at?
did
No, you
someone
didn't.
did someone say icon? Icon comes over like no one was paying attention to him. Lan creeps into the room. He has a look
touche.
around.
Well played.
I think one of the woman cultists slept here.
Detecting
have to be-
evil.
Yeah, there's evil coming
Yeah.
from the bejeweled book. It's faint, but it is evil.
This tome is evil. What does it do?
Find out what you can.
I don't
May
think
have
Hadrian
information
even
regarding
asks
these
questions
enemies.
like that.
No, I don't think he
I think
does.
I think he's going to like poke the book into a bag and hold it as what how did he
Evidence?
call it? As religious contraband.
That was the word. Yeah.
How,
Religious
Marty, how would a
contraband.
paladin deal with this? Couldn't I say, no, this,
Don't
during
you-
combat, like, this may give us information on the enemy. Does that, I mean, I'm not, I see my character playing it like that.
Yeah, give me a sense motive with Hadrian.
Hadrian sense motive?
He's,
No, yeah, against Hadrian. He's not even hiding.
Meh. 9.
Um,
3.
all right, it's religious contraband, and he's putting it in the bag, and he's not listening to you.
What if it's a spell?
Adrian, we need to look at that. We need to see
I
if
understood.
they have notes regarding their troop movements, the locations, the supplies. No idea what that book contains. Let the wizard look at it and see, determine for themselves what is inside. And then for sure, we'll destroy it or take it with you, whatever you wish.
Hadrian can hold on to it until we're someplace more civilized.
If you wish, you may accompany me
Sure.
to the halls of Inquisition, and if permitted, you will be
Do you-
allowed to look at the book with some of my seniors, he says.
Do you think your hall still stands?
We'll get to that road when we...
I hope it does. I hope it. I sincerely hope it does. Otherwise, there's no point for us going to the surface. But we should consider knowing as much as we can about what's happening. Here, they might know something. We'll get to that road when we cross it, as you said. I just hope we cross it knowing what direction to go.
Would you like me to look at the trunk?
I don't see detect magic in the room.
Be my guest.
Yeah, your companions are all in the room. You're going to have to get
Yeah.
closer in to...
Right, I will look at the trunk specifically.
Okay.
Could be a thing that would be trapped.
Yes, there is a spellcraft. There's magic coming off the trunk. And when you cast your detect magic, there's a line in invisible ink painted on the trunk. It's all kind of webbed and
26.
there's a conjuration summoning spell,
Summoning.
faint, on the trunk.
There is a summoning
say
spell
that?
upon the summoning spell upon the trunk. As a weak one, low level summon.
Like summoning fire, for instance?
No,
Is that how it works?
conjuring something bad, says Hadrian.
Most likely a minor demon, if I was guess.
Shall I do this again?
Well, it's going to try to kill you. The thing is most likely going to be what pops out. perhaps we should try to trick it this time. And you get ready to hit it with a rock. He sort of makes a motion like he's twirling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Lan takes out his spear. Am I trying to get rid of this trap as well? I don't even see it, he says.
Come, take a look.
Okay, he'll re-roll with a +4 as you're pointing it out for him. His perception versus traps. I almost got you to...
Grab the chest.
Yep.
Don't worry. We were worried it was a mimic.
Thought crossed my mind.
Everybody hit that shit.
It's a half-fiend mimic that eats the party. Campaign done.
A mimic would destroy us at this level.
Yeah. And Marty's like, finally, I get to rest.
I got a proper vacation. Okay, so +10 for traps, plus the 4 for
Happy
you pointing it
holidays,
out.
boys!
25 plus double spell level is... He still doesn't see it?
Can't you make it invisible?
It is there.
It's a double spell level or just spell level? He still doesn't see it regardless, but...
Yeah. It's there.
It's beyond me, he says.
All right.
And I don't think just touching it this time will work.
Why don't we leave the creepy box alone in the room where we don't believe anything else can get in, and deal with it in the morning when we're fresh and minds are clear, and after a good evening of terrible, terrible nightmares and guilt.
You know you never forget their faces, right?
You're
I'm
not helping.
just kidding. After you've destroyed many demons, they start all looking alike.
That doesn't help either. You're a monster.
He's happy that you're a man now. You're killing demons and monsters and you're doing good things. You're doing great work. Welcome to the battle. He slaps you on the thigh because that's all he can reach.
All right. Lan is listening to the wizard. He's leaving the room. There's still a makeshift desk with stuff on it. I don't know if you guys are.
I'll take a quick peek. I'll take a quick peek at the what's not the good book.
You also detect magic, and in this entire area is a room. She must have kept something else in here.
Okay, one of the drawers in the desk. It's poorly built, so there's a bit of magic coming out of the drawer, and
Okay.
There's obvious magic coming from the chest.
What about the letter?
Spellcraft on the magic from the drawer.
A jumble of things are in the drawer.
Okay, I'll open the drawer. Do I explode?
No.
Okay.
The
Why
makeshift,
would you live here?
the makeshift drawer looks like it has a bunch of potions.
Nice.
Okay. I'll gather up the potions.
Four of them.
Things to busy my mind with. While I sleep amongst the corpses of the slaughtered.
I know, you guys are gonna go sleep with 20 bodies or whatever. Mongrel folk and weird cultists. And then, Eldon, you said you're grabbing the letter?
Is the letter on the desk, or was it in the book?
There is a piece of parchment that looks like it was once folded up, and it's lying on top of the desk.
Is there any magic coming off that letter?
There's no magic coming off the letter.
It is not magical. Do I recognize the language?
Linguistics?
Well, I think my guy's a special idiot.
It makes two of us. 12?
It's
14, bitch, suck it.
No, neither one of you you're having a hard time with it. It looks
Well,
Maybe.
we're basically like, we have like the paper. Where it's like,
Upside down.
well,
shit.
well actually what happened, it's written in a language that's up down and you guys are looking at it sideways.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe Lan knows. I'll scoop it up.
Okay. It's an odd language. It seems like it's got script and then like a sigil and then script and then like some sort of sigil and a script and sigil,
It's
script.
a-
It's
weird hybrid.
yeah.
Maybe it's the undertongue. Once Hadrian's not specifically looking, then he'll start showing other people.
Okay, so yeah, Hadrian and Icon are talking about like how do we clean up this filth, and Icon's not sure.
All right, I'll check to see if Lan recognizes any of this because he did seem to know some languages.
It's abyssal.
Can you read it?
Do you know? Give us the sword vision.
Abyssal is a difficult language to write down. The person who pens it decides which direction it goes, which direction it reads.
That is very, very interesting.
Let me see. No. Ah, they've chosen the up-down major direction. It also means that abyssal can be used to write one thing but mean another.
You could encode it with multiple directions with multiple meanings.
The worst ones are the ones that are written in a spiral. Those ones hurt my head. I've never mastered those.
You must teach me this tongue.
Okay. I must warn you, abyssal is very insulting.
I don't need to hear it in abyssal.
Well, it will translate into obvious meanings behind things.
Okay.
This first sigil, I think I've got the direction. It says bitch.
Does next sigil say please?
Sigil for bitch, Hosilla. Remain in Valderis, symbol for stench. The city's symbol for lawful, symbol for good creatures. Days are numbered. Hide amongst your twisted lackeys, symbol for pathetic, lest you be swept aside in the symbol for rapine. Devastation to come. I shall assume command, symbol for power, symbol for male erection, at Dresden. Once Vorlesh, symbol for fury, symbol for witch, has finished with Wardstone, symbol for blind and symbol for barrier, and Valderis is no longer an interest to us, you are to return to my side, symbol for dog slave. Excellent news regarding the salvage, symbol for theft or grabby hands or possession, of Yaniel's, symbol for paladin whore, sword, symbol for cold iron. We will corrupt, symbol for evil, symbol for dark, symbol for chaos, it. Before you leave Valderis, symbol for stink city, go to the 3 safe houses to clean out any evidence, symbol of perfume, symbol for blame, and symbol for stench. May Lord Descari, symbol of flies, and Lord Baphomet, symbol for vengeance, watch over you, signed SV. And scribbled into the margins here is Ferocian Common. Looks like a different handwriting. It says Nazirian Manor, Topaz Solutions, and Tower of Estrad. And a question here. Same passphrase.
Knowledge. Local.
Sure.
I think we're picking up into the next. But do I know of any of these establishments?
Yeah, give me a knowledge local.
31.
And a second one?
25.
And a third.
21.
All right, so Nazirian Manor. The Nazirians is a major noble house. Topaz Solutions, I believe, is an alchemy shop. I'll have to double check on that one.
So I probably am quite familiar with them at some level.
It's a herbalist shop, specializing in alchemical equipment and potions. The wizard's name is Aegon Topaz, or the alchemist that works the shop.
Yeah.
There are plenty of little alchemist shops, and he's just one of them. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not a huge place. But what's different about him is it also acts as a herbalist shop. You know that there are some plant type herbs. And then the last one is 31 on the first one. They've have a good night, TT 4489. The noble house is known to be interested in magical artifacts. And has made money by buying and selling like magic swords and that sort of thing.
I suppose we're gonna have to. Well, I suppose we could trade. We're gonna trade.
The tower.
He's gonna have fun, but we're gonna trade.
The Tower of Estrade served Valderis for decades, or has served Valderis for decades, as a library and research laboratory owned by the city.
Perfect. That's we need a library and research laboratory. So let's go visit what's on the list of things to do. Also, don't get killed by the demon cult that's within.
So basically, wizards who were friendly to the city would sometimes be allowed to use the
this research space.
Yeah, and then 21. You have to like ask around, but you think you remember there was a change in leadership a couple years ago. You don't remember the wizards' names, but you're like, yeah, there was somebody who was previous custodian of the tower that changed.
Cool. I have to go.
Okay. So I think you've cleared out the dungeon. There's a few other rooms to explore, and there's a couple of traps to deal with. But I think you guys are gonna pull everyone into this lower area and sleep. Is that what you're gonna do, or where are you gonna sleep?
Yeah, we're gonna sleep down here.
Okay.
Although we might end up sleeping in this room here because we got a blind guy and a guy with a busted leg.
Yeah.
And ladders are generally uncool for broken leg guys.
You got two guys with 18 strength. You can lower them down.
Okay, we'll sleep downstairs.
Okay. All right. So I'll just drag your tokens down there, and you basically close things up.
Yep.
Lock yourselves in this horrible area.
Say no to brain slugs.
Say no to brain slugs. Closing the door to the horrible abattoir, closing the door to the horrible woman's lair, and you guys spend a very miserable evening.
I've got one spell left.
Yeah.
I've got one spell and one extract. I got a Cure Light Wounds extract, and I've got a sleep spell.
Do you like what I did with the abyssal language?
Yeah.
I'll post the letter so it's a little bit easier to read. But it's like every once in a while there's like meaning or like a symbol, and then you have to read it in the right direction. And
I think that's cool. Fi wants to learn abyssal because it sounds like it's actually a really useful language. Like, he wants to make his own version of abyssal. he's going to teach us somebody else to know how to say, like, to read it as well. Otherwise, it's kind of useless.
He's
but
going to create his own codes. Got it. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I will tally XP offline. I think, this XP is for the last since the beginning of this fight and the entire dungeon. And I'll let you know where you are total wise. I think it's pretty close to 4th. I don't know if it's. I don't think you quite got 4th.
I don't think we got there either. No. All right, I gotta go.
Okay. And we'll play again on Thursday. Thanks for those that have.
Good game.
Yeah, Thursday evening we'll start a little bit earlier. And thanks for hanging out with us. And this has been DieDragonDie presents the Demonwatch campaign, episode 4, episode 5 on Thursday, and then we'll do episode 36 of Legends on Saturday. So I hope you guys enjoy this as much as we do. Cheers.
Good night, guys. Dark Soul, Mr. Thompson.